Okay, family, so it's upside down. I'm getting like quarters over here. So what I do is I dumped everything on my sink and I start cleaning all the chicken. So I do remove most of the fat, excess skin. I also like finish cleaning all these. I still have to clean out, so I am going to finish cleaning this out. I have 3 bags for 39 cents a pound, which is a wonderful deal. Most of the time it's 59 cents a pound. I mean, you keep. So I'm gonna finish cleaning this chicken. I am going to finish this. Like I said, I got 3 bags. I'm gonna finish. I'm using my shears to clean the excess fat. I'm gonna put you up in a position that you can guys see how I clean a couple of these pieces. And here for this angle, I'm gonna show you guys how I clean some of my chicken with the shears. And what I just do is I cut the excess of the fat and just, trim it. That's what I do. I am also, all these pieces, I just dump them. All the excess fat that I can possibly take out, I do take out. Just trim it as much as I can. Fat is flavor anyways, and it's not for me it's not a bad thing. I just use my air fryer, and most of this fat is consumed, I would say, and that's what I pretty much do. I just go around and check the pieces and cut the excess fat of the chicken. Also, if they have an extra skin that I might not use, because what I do is I just put it like this. I season it first, and then I just pull my skin back in, so that way it's covered, and if that fat, it will season my meat. And that's what I do, guys. Okay, anything that I don't really like, I just trim it, and that's what I do. I will see all this. If it comes out, it comes out. So I will wash it again. I've used vinegar. Sometimes I use lime or lemons, depend what I have on hand. I do not have no limes or lemons at this time, so I will use vinegar. And I can show you, once I finish cleaning this, I can show you how I spray them, because I do have a little bottle just to make it handy. It also my cleaning bottle, because I clean my kitchen counter with vinegar, so it will help me. It serves dual purpose for me. All this excess, whatever you want to take out, for me the shears are the best. It just clean perfectly. And what I'm going to do now is I am going to spray with vinegar, and that's all I have. So I use this handy dandy bottle. Some of you will recognize it's a bottled water for hair. And I got this, I don't even remember, it's been with me years. I like it because it do have like a little filter on the bottom. So what I do is just go ahead and spray and move my pieces and out of the way, and probably turn them around and just spray them, turn around. Okay, so I go piece by piece and I turn them, spray them, and I'm going to finish this process I'm going to spray all of them. And what I do is I turn them around, come over here, spray them on the other side. Some people spray, turn them around. I might turn around a couple pieces. Gonna get that bag of trash out of here in a minute. And I'm gonna finish this, spray them, and I'm gonna show you how I season all this chicken around. Let me turn. Some of their pieces still cold. This chicken's still cold. Every single piece. Every single one of them. And what this does to me is, I have a full-time job. I do work 40 hours a week, sometimes more. You know how that goes. And what this does to me is, I got my chicken already seasoned, already ready, prepared, already pre-portioned for me. What it does to me is, I take my chicken the night before, put it in the refrigerator, and that will help me to save time. I don't have to come home and season. I love my air fryer. I just put them in the air fryer 40 minutes. Mine is already preset for fried chicken. I just put it 40, 45, depending on the pieces. If I have chicken drumsticks, I will put them for 40 minutes. If it's the whole chicken piece, I cook it for 50 minutes. That's the way I do it. The air fryer for me, it's a blessing. It's a real blessing. I turn these pieces around. Turn this around. And that's what I do it, okay? So family, I'm gonna finish this process. I'm gonna start with the seasoning. I'm gonna show you my seasoning, what I do. My husband loves it. And we're gonna come over here. I do have some jerk seasoning. I'm gonna do some zesty Italian. I already started identifying my bags. I got some chicken thighs, some drumsticks here, leg quarters bags. Also, I got some extra bags, some salt and pepper, and I'm gonna show you guys how I finish this. Italian zest seasoning, what I do is I do season my chicken with, I got a little bit of parsley in here, and what I do is, that's my parsley. I do use salt. At this point, I do have some regular salt. You can use pink Himalayan, you can use your salt, whatever salt you're using. For my Italian seasoning, what I do is I use several different combinations. It depends on what you like. If you like smoky, I like a little smoky. So what I do is I do not measure. This one, it gives you a nice smoky flavor, which I like. I got this sage on sale for 49 cents the container. I think I got me like 6 of this. Good deal sale. And this here, I only have that much, so this is another beer can chicken. I mean, you buy different stuff for different occasions. So what I do is I just put whatever in there. Pepper, I love my chicken to have a lot of pepper. I do put a lot of pepper in there. For this combination, I just swift it around, and I do have, so this one here, this is half of the bottle. I already have it all together. In my case, I do love this seasoning specifically. It's not salty enough for us, so what I did, that's why I add salt to this combination. And in matter of fact, I feel like it needs a little bit more salt. And then what I do is I just go around, mix it. You can also use, you know, a spoon or a mixer or a whisk if you would like to. At this point, I am going to season some of my leg quarters. Doesn't that look beautiful? I love it. Sometimes I also do this and test it. Nice. I love that flavor. And you can add as many seasoning that you like. It's nice, it's not salty, but remember, I already cleaned, I already sprayed with vinegar. All I do is I go in here and I just go around and just let that seasoning just go in the chicken. I do love to my seasoning to go under the skin. So what I do is I lift up that skin a little bit and just trying to put that seasoning inside of the skin. That will give you a nice flavor to your chicken. And this is something that I do for convenience. Remember, I work. By the time I get home, it's already 5 p.m. maybe 4:30. So this chicken, as it is, it will go straight to my air fryer, and I'm gonna leave this one's whole. And all I do is I take my bag. This will be my leg quarters bag. So what I do is I just, as soon as I get some of that season all over, I just go ahead and put it in the bag as it is, and that's all I do. Okay, so for now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to continue to season my chicken. Just like I said, I'm doing leg quarters right now. Lift up that skin, let that season go in there, turn it around, and this will also help me in a little way, because before I was putting the chicken in the bag before any seasoning. After I wash it and clean it, and then I dump half of my container in there, and then when I was ready to cook it, it was so much liquid in there, so I kind of didn't like that. So I just go around, you know, lift that skin a little bit, let that season go under, and that's pretty much it. And then before I put it in my air fryer, I will, you know, pull off the skin. And now I'm getting hungry, and I'm thinking on that air fryer chicken is so delicious. And go ahead and take my bag again. That is 2 nice pieces, and that will, I peel the back, put that skin back, go back again, and just put the skin back on. And even though after I freezer and defrost my chicken and I come back, once it's defrost, I do this, you know, I just pull that skin before I put it in the air fryer. And that's what I do. Now, all the drumsticks, I cut them, season them, any extra fat I still pull it. And you see the skin, how it pull right back on. And that's what I do it. And just at the time of the air fryer, I just pull the skin, and it looked like a nice piece of chicken all over. And that's what I do. And you know your season, it's under the skin, and you know that for a fact. So just pull the skin back a little bit. You don't have to go too far because the meat is pretty much on this part here. So you just season, put it back, dig it in there. I love to do this. And you just put your skin back. By the time of the air fryer, for the drumsticks, I only do 35 minutes, be done. If you would like to see my air fryer, what brand I use and the reasons I bought that one, just leave me a comment at the bottom. And I think, doesn't that look nice? It looks beautiful, and I am not wasting excessive seasoning for my chicken. So I just do this, and then for he can eat 4 pieces of these easy. I eat 2, so it will be 6 drumsticks in there. And for my for my thighs, then he will eat 2, maybe 3, and then I eat 1, and that will be our portions. Just find that union with the drumstick. My shears, they cut perfectly in here, so I just cut them, put them in there, and what I do is I find the pieces that they are not that big, because I love my leg quarters to be big, and I just cut them like this one. That's a nice one for my leg quarters part, so I just keep those. I just keep those whole. Okay, and that's a whole one. Now this one is a little more smaller, so remember, find that where it move and just start cutting the meat. Okay, this one is a little frozen still, but it will cut. So just find that meat that where it gets together, and it will cut right on. Okay, just like that. Okay, so I'm gonna separate this. All I do is I just mix. I still with the Italian seasoning, and I'm almost running low on my seasoning. I peel the skin a little bit. I love it. Get it in there. And I just toss it, mix it around. Once it gets all the season, I will put it in my bags. It looks nice. I love it. Tonight we are having burgers, so no chicken today. And that's why, and that's how I season this meat. Once I'm ready to put it in my air fryer, I will come back, put the skin all over there. And you know there is seasoning there. So you just put it back, I always start my chicken with my skin up, so it will kind of fry it first. And then I turn it around. That skin is already cooked and hard enough, and then cook the rest. Most of the time, I do not turn my drumsticks in the air fryer. So for the drumsticks, I just, look at that. You just cover it up, let that season in there. And some people use garlic. For the Italian zest, I do not use garlic. If I want to do some lemon garlic and pepper, I love that combination. And that's what I do. Just go around, seasoning well, get that skin a little bit up, get some of that season in there. Can you tell I love to have my hands dirty? Same in the garden. Love to have that feeling of the dirt in my garden. Okay guys, so this is for the Italian zest. All that it's in there. I will pack this and then come up with the jerk season. Guys, for my jerk season, I will put my chicken, you know, whatever parts I'm using, and I will season the chicken with some jerk seasoning first before, and I will put some inside as well, and just go around and put some jerk seasoning on it before I do put my paste. I will put some seasoning before I put my paste on my chicken. This paste, I get it at the big store. They have it. What I do is I just go around and put, this one is mild, so it's not that hot. It is a little kicky. I mean, if you don't like spicy, I will recommend just use this jerk season. It will give you a nice flavor, but it won't be hot, spicy. It won't be hot, spicy when you cook it. If you don't like spicy, use just the jerk season and just do not use the jerk. This is a little, it has a little kick on it. And just go over it and put the paste around. You can still use less amount of the paste, so that way it won't be that spicy. Just go over it, under the skin, put a little bit there. And like I said, if you don't like it that spicy, just use less. You saw me, I put like a quarter size big or a little bit more. Use less than that and just go over it and rub it and go over the area and just season it like that. And you will love this. It's delicious. We enjoy this a lot, that jerk season. In my bags, I will identify jerk seasoning. For the Italian zest, I will identify my jerk and my Italian zest separated, even though sometimes you can see this season a little bit darker, but you know, once it's freeze, sometimes it's hard to tell. It's very important for me, like if we are in the mood for jerk and get it confused with my Italian, I get disappointed. So I will identify this and show you how I identify the bags for my chicken. Okay guys, so I'm gonna finish season this jerk. You notice I'm wearing glove. The jerk season, if you have a little cut or you've got a little skin sensitive, it might, you can feel the heat. So right now all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go all over my chicken with this jerk season, all over. Remember, it was already soaking, sprayed with vinegar. So anything, I understand that vinegar kill bacteria, some of it. I'm gonna go all over my chicken I'll try to get under the skin if I can, and just, you know, sprinkle it with this plus the paste that I'm going to use, both sides, just a little bit, not too much, just enough to get that season going. Because remember, it will, for me, it will marinate when start freezing, and it will marinate after, once it's thawing or defrosting. When it's defrosting, it will marinate at the same time, and that will give you a little bit more flavor to your chicken. So I'm gonna finish this, and I'm gonna show you how many portions I got out of 30 pounds of chicken for 39 cents a pound. I will come back. This is the first one that I did, and I'm gonna come back and see if I'm missing any pieces. Finish it with the paste, and then portion them for my family. Remember, it's only 2 of us. I do not have much left in there. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add a little bit of water, just a tiny bit, just enough to get in there and dilute it a little bit, if you might say, or get everything out of the jar. There you go. So I'm gonna put it just around, all of it. I might use a little bit more of water just to get everything, I mean everything out of the jar. Okay, there you go. And I still have a little tiny bit in there. And frugal like that, I get everything out of my jars, okay? Everything. There you go. That looks better, right? What do you think? Every little single thing. So I just go around with it and just get every little part. We like it spicy enough that you can tell it's jerk, okay? Just go under the skin if you want. I will lift it up, get my hands in there, and just keep in mind, some people love jerk and they don't know how to do it or how to get it. And you pay big bucks for jerk seasoning some places. Get you this one. I can promise to you, you will love it. I am not being sponsored by this at all, but it's very, very good. I'm gonna come back and portion and show you how many portions I got out of 30 pounds. Over here, family, I am just finishing up packing, and it's kind of important that, you know, you can get that air out of the bag. I need my 2 hands to do this, of course, so I'm gonna try to show you what I do. I just kind of close all the way almost to the end, and then I press the bag, and I'm using my shoulder, I'm using my arm to press the bag a little bit and try to get that air as much as you can out of the bag, okay? So I'm going to try to close almost to the end. Press down a little bit and then seal it up. Okay. So here, leg quarters. Then I ended up with a mixed bag. I think I have 4 drumstick here and 1 thigh. So that's a mix. So what I put is leg quarters cuts. So I know they're already cut. So that's 3. I got another leg quarters, 2. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 bags, 10 portions. This one is a little bigger. I might cook this on a Sunday, so we have enough meat for Monday. So Sunday to Monday, we'll have jerk, and it will extend it to the next day. Mondays is a heavy days for us, so we work longer, and that way we'll stress for Monday. So we have 1, 2, 3 jerks, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 Italian. So if you divide it 10, and I pay 39 cents a pound. I haven't done the math, but I have 10 bags, 10 meals, which potentially 11 meals for 39 cents a pound. I pay $3.50, let's say $3.50 per bag. I got 3 bags. That's $10.50 for 10 meals, potentially 11. 10 meals for $10. So here we have $1 a bag, $1 a portion, $1 a meal just in meat. And that's the way, guys, that I have decided to go with my portions and my meat. Also, I do the same when I get a big pork butt. I cut it. I do different things to it. I cook it whole or roast it. And that will give me several meals. Including with this, you can also make soups. You can bake it. You can fry it if you want to. You can make different meals out of it. You can still cook this Italian zest flavor, and you can still put some barbecue in it. It will be barbecue chicken. So family, there you have it. 10 bags of chicken for $11. Let's say $11, 39 cents a pound. And you get potentially 11 nice meals. Thank you. Okay, family, here I finished putting my chicken in the freezer. I got my 10 bags. I also prepare other stuff that I will go through it when it gets to the time. There I have some more meat that I got on sale. This is my freezer. There is my 10 bags of chicken already set, prepared, separated. It might get stuck a little bit, but because of the form, it might, just get a little bit stick. But I just come here and, peel it off and it'd be fine. But thank you, family. Here is some of preparedness that I do. And like I said, my mistake of the day before, I said it's Friday. Today is Saturday, January the 30th. And we're having burgers anyways. So this will be my prepare. And I will take this out the night before, get it marinated overnight. I might leave it in my sink. I might put it in the refrigerator. If I remember the day in the morning, I said, okay, I leave it outside because I forgot overnight. But things happens, okay? So just for you guys, a little tip here, how to prepare that meat, how to get it seasoned, different flavors. You can still use that for barbecue, not the jerk, but the barbecue. You can still find a barbecue for the jerk. It's a barbecue, is a jerk barbecue season. It's delicious as well. And you can still have different flavors, different ways to do this. Use it to make your soup already seasoned. It doesn't matter. Thank you, family. And this is what I'm doing for my preparedness and to help you guys get some tips how to get ready and not get stuck like going out and spending more money than what you really need. Thank you, guys. God bless.